This Saturday, Sunderland play host to Cambridge United in a game that can be described genuinely as must-win. So what can we expect from our visitors? So what does the league table show us? Well, it shows us that Cambridge are in 12th position and they can neither be relegated nor promoted. In fact, they're not even an also-ran. They're nowhere near the playoffs. But this doesn't mean that they're a team with nothing to play for. In fact, that security has given them some licence and freedom in recent weeks, and they've had some success in games, so something to guard against. Cambridge United are the first team in the table with a negative goal difference, and for me this marks the beginning of the bottom half of the table. Almost every team beneath them has a negative goal difference as well, and in actual fact their position is probably slightly inflated. Out of 24 teams, they've conceded 67 goals, which is the 8th worst. They've also scored only 53, making them the 6th worst. Now, when the team with the 8th worst conceding record meets the team with the 3rd best scoring record in Sunderland, and they're playing away from home at Sunderland, I think the result really should be a victory for us. Even when you compare their recent improved form against Sunderland's, we are the better team in almost every measurable regard. They do, however, get a good number of shots off and on target every game with some consistency, so this may not be the walkover we hope for. However, the final statistic here is about gaining possession from the opposition in the final third. This is universally regarded as one of the most important metrics in football for winning teams, and here Sunderland own a distinct advantage. We do this a third more frequently than Cambridge United. In fact, Sunderland have the number 1 dispossessor in the league in Nathan Broadhead. We have 5 of the top 50 dispossessors in the league compared to Cambridge United's 1. So if we avoid Wes Houlihan, press the game in their third of the pitch, we really should be able to manage this one quite easily. The main goal threat of Cambridge United is easy to pinpoint. Nearly 70% of their goals come from just 3 players. Firstly, their striker, Joe Ironside. He's scored 15 goals and appears to be something of a tap-in merchant. And this is the theme with Cambridge.
Bradbury doesn't get there. It's headed away from danger. It's Ironside!
He'll play up front in a traditional striker role. Also with 15 goals, we have Sam Smith, who is a bit more versatile as a striker, able to pounce but also able to run and shoot from distance. He'll play up front and possibly on the right. Houlihan and Brophy are the main providers from midfield with assists, 7 and 5 respectively. I'm sure a strong midfield from Alex Neil will be able to deal with these two efficiently. Cambridge United line up most often in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Alex Neil seems to prefer 3-5-2, but he has played 4-2-3-1. Usually he likes to match the opposition's formation, but here, with a weakened team coming to our home advantage, he may continue with his 3-5-2 choice. Will we play 2 up front though? Neil has seemed to suggest that our striking pair are tired and need a rest. This would seem an ideal game to do that. So perhaps we'll only see 1 up front, perhaps they'll switch and substitute at some point. Who can be sure? One thing we should be sure of is that if he's fit, Alex Pritchard should play. Given the reliance on their strikers for their goal and our need to press up front, Alex Pritchard, 12th in the league in dispossession, 14th in long ball success and 27th in short ball success, should play to help us dominate this game. As for the midfield choices, who knows what Alex Neil is going to do there. Last week 09 played at left back. The week before that he played on the right wing when Embleton was in midfield and probably should have been on the right given his crossing quality and our poor crossing recently. There's a plethora of other choices to be made in the midfield, so who on earth knows what the selection is going to be there. If you get it right, give me the lottery numbers. Alex Neil, it's up to you, but we need a win today.